What's going on, everybody? Ditty here, bringing you a Noob's MLG journey. This is going to be Session 2, Episode 1. I'm going to have to scrap the last 7 games I had recorded because Halo Reach received a title update, and with that title update, the MLG playlist has changed. They changed it to 0 armor abilities and 0 bloom. So if I was bringing you gameplay that had bloom in it and giving you tips and armor abilities, you know, it wouldn't help you any because I'd be giving you tips on something that didn't exist anymore. So I went ahead and played some MLG last night just for the fun of it, and this game I actually don't realize there's no bloom, and I'm actually pacing my shots for like the first half of it. And, you know, halfway through it I was like, why are these guys getting such good shots on me when they're spamming the trigger? You know? It's because there was 0 bloom and I didn't know that. And so that's when I decided I'm going to have to scrap those last 7 games and go ahead and re-record some new gameplay for you guys. And yeah, so if you guys don't follow the MLG circuit, they're in off season right now. They just finished finals, and the new season is going to start up next year sometime, early next year I think. And with the title update, 343 was like, you know, let's go ahead and update the MLG playlist as well so that these guys can practice for their tournaments and such. So they updated it to no armor abilities and 0 bloom, and I'm loving it. I really like that. It plays a lot faster and a lot different, to be honest. Without armor abilities, you don't have to worry about, you know, trying to get away with your sprint and wait for it to recharge or stuff like that. And, you know, it feels a little bit more like Halo 3, and I'm loving that. When Halo Reach first came out and I heard that they were doing bloom and armor abilities, I was like, I really don't feel that. I'm not really excited about that because, you know, I really hated people who compared it to Call of Duty also. It's like, oh, it's becoming too much like Call of Duty. No, not really, because it's a different thing, and it's just I just said it's not Halo. It's not Call of Duty, but it's not Halo. So the MLG playlist now with no armor abilities and 0 bloom, it feels a little bit more like Halo 3, and I'm enjoying it a lot more. It's probably going to become my main playlist now. I'll still do SWAT and everything and Anniversary, but MLG will probably be the main one that I play because it's super competitive and I love just calling people out. I like the teamwork aspect of it. So, and you'll see right here, check it out, triple kill, what up? And what I say in the HaloZone video, always choke on the over. I decided there as soon as I got triple kill, when I was low shields, I was like, you know, I'm low shields, I'm not going to charge out there. And what I say in the earlier MLG video, staying alive is a little bit more important. So figured I wouldn't rush out there. So, you know, oh well, what can you do? So that being said, no armor abilities. They incorporated evade on a map as a pickup, and you should treat it as a power weapon. And I'd say you should stumbling over my words here because I'm just, you know, doing this off the top of my head, but treat evade as a power weapon, but it should carry a little more weight than a power weapon. Meaning, a power weapon, if you have it on your back, they're going to know you have it. If you have evade, they're not going to know you have it until you use it. You know what I mean? So say you're in a DMR battle with somebody and you're about to lose. You're maybe 2 shots or 1 shot away from dying. If you just evade out of the way, that's going to throw them off. And they're going to be like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. And that'll give you that slight edge to get away and stay alive. And I actually make really good use of it coming up in a game later on. And, you know, if you're holding the rocks, you're holding a sniper rifle, they're going to know because you're firing that off. If you have evade, then they're not going to know until you use it. So that being said, here's a little tip about picking up evade. When you pick it up and no one sees you pick it up, don't use it. Only use it when you need to. There was a 1v1 video I saw. If you guys know who Ninja is, he's an MLG pro. His YouTube channel is Hyper Ninja Versus. He posts video of live reactions of 1v1s and such like that. I'll post a video to this video that I'm talking about, or one of them anyways, is that he's 1v1ing this guy and he's evading across the map. Not Ninja, the other guy he's facing, and he says, don't use evade when I can hear you across the map because, you know, you're going to need that sometime. So people who play MLG playlists, sometimes they'll have headsets, and they'll be able to hear every single thing you do. Without armor abilities, your character pretty much moves silently. You can't really hear footsteps like you can in Call of Duty. And you know, the evade, you make that little grunt sound when you use it, something like that. That was kind of weird. Sorry about that. People are probably going to hear that, and so they're going to know exactly where you are on the map. They're going to call you out, and you're going to die, and that's not good, because you want that evade to have that extra advantage over your opponents. So that's a little tip. Don't use evade unless you absolutely have to. Another thing Ninja said was don't use evade twice. You can only use evade twice before it recharges, right? Usually one evade does the job if you use it correctly. It'll get you around a corner or get you far enough away where one of your teammates can pick off the enemy who's trying to kill you. So sometimes, you know, you're gonna have to evade twice, but if you use evade twice right as soon as you pick up, and then you get into firefight, well, then you're like, crap, what do I do now? I just have to pick this guy off, hopefully. So if you do have that evade in your back pocket, then it does give you that advantage. So that's just a quick little tip. Now the map here is Oasis. It quickly became one of my favorite MLG maps. When I first played it. When I first played it, I was in a custom game with a couple guys, 3v3 MLG setting. This was back when MLG was with Bloom, and I loved it because it's so balanced. I love symmetrical maps. I really hate asymmetrical maps, and that's why the Pit from Halo 3 is one of my favorite maps ever, and I was super excited when I found out that it was in the MLG rotation for Reach. So, played a couple games on the Pit last night. Call it's the same, and it's awesome, so expect some gameplay from there. And I think we only need 2 more kills. Alright, so just wrapping up, the MLG playlist has changed to 0 Bloom, so if you don't have your DMR where it should be, go ahead and jump in the Octagon with a friend, warm up before a match, and then you should be good to go. I played it Octagon with one of you guys last night, and you totally destroyed me because it was the first time I had played 0 Bloom Octagon. So it's always good to, you know, play with some friends in MLG. It's always recommended, actually, because, you know, call-outs and everything, they'll be the same, and you'll know how each other play, and it's just stuff like that. So don't forget to go check out iHaloZone. They definitely deserve a sub and some type of comment over there on any video. It doesn't have to be mine. So don't forget to check them out, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.